Hi, this is trepacer, and welcome to my answer video. This is part 4, I believe. I said I would do this for a couple of weeks. People asked me, I did a Q&A video a couple of weeks ago, and I got a lot of questions. Specifically, 2 YouTubers asked me a lot of questions. Okay, I answered everybody else's, but I decided to break their questions up into, the following videos. DJ Donnelly, I left off with question 67 for him, and Vanessa Adams, I left off with her because she didn't number her questions, but I wrote down where I left off so I can resume. And I'll answer 20 of their questions each and then upload that. And then next week, maybe I'll do it again for maybe another week. Okay, because I should be through with the questions, I think, by next week. So maybe I'll do it one more week. Okay, so let's, I started with Vanessa Williams, this Kirsty, the girl, and she's a girl, so let's do her question. Let's begin again with Vanessa Adams. Okay, let's see. Okay, where did I leave off? I left off with how different is? Let me see. Let me get it. Okay, here I see where I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, she only has 8 more questions, so I'll answer all the rest of her questions. Okay, I think I left off with how difficult is it to forgive someone who refuses to apologize? Very hard. I think that would be very hard, especially if somebody's wrong. Okay, and they don't want to apologize. Then screw them. Okay, that's just the way I feel about that. Do you hold any convictions that you would be willing to die for? Ooh, that's a good question. Convictions willing to die for. I don't want to die before my time. Convictions that you're willing to die for. I guess the conviction to to treat others fairly. I guess you'd be willing to die for that, just to make sure that people are treated fair. I think that's a conviction worth dying for. At least people have done that in the past, and I think that's a good conviction a good strength of character thing. Okay, what time is it where you are right now? It's 5:15 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, March 2nd, 2014, and of course it's going to snow. It's supposed to snow starting tonight, I think early Monday morning, and we're supposed to get up to 12 inches. I'm so sick of snow. I really am. I really. It snowed so much in New York, so much. I was so sick of snow. We got rid of this mounds of snow that was around here for weeks last week, and now it's going to get ready to come back again. And of course, a lot of people are not going to come to work, and of course, but I'm going to come to work, of course. And, it should be slow and actually get caught up with my monthly report at my job, but that's another thing. Anyway, in what area of your life are you immature? I think I'm immature with my stuff. I'm very selfish with my stuff, like my movies here and stuff that I have. I think I'm very protective of them, and like I said, my brothers and sister would ask me for the movies. I get irritated and not want to give them my movies, but I'm slowly kind of weaning off that, and they've been asking me for the past couple of weeks, and I've been saying yes and giving them my movies. At first, I was kind of saying I'm not a video store, and and they get their own movies. I'm very protective of my movies and not wanting to give it to them, but I guess I was kind of about that. What's the best news you've ever received? Oh, what's the best news you ever received? Gee, that's a good question. I guess the best news would be that I got this job, the job that I am now, which I've been working at since, Jesus, I've been working at this job since 2000. I can't remember. 2004, I think I've been working at this job. So I've been working this job for almost 10 years. And like I said before, I was working at my other job for like 11 years, and then I got laid off. I was laid off for like 6 months, and at first I wasn't worried about it, but then towards the end of the 6 months, I was starting to get worried that I wouldn't find another steady job. But I did get this job. I put this application for this job on Monster.com, I think that was it, or one of those sites that I don't even know about they exist anymore. Put my application on there, my resume, and I got called for an interview, and I got the job. So getting this job was great, and Yeah, so getting his job. Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, that's the. I'm trying to think. That's the best news. The best news. Uh, mm, best news. Uh, yeah, I guess that would be the. I'm trying to think what other. Or I got this apartment. No, I guess that would be the best news that I got this job because, like I said, I was kind of worried about that, and I got this job, and like I said, I've held it for a good 10 years almost, so that's a good thing. Okay, how difficult is it for someone to be honest when their words may be hurtful or unpopular? That's it's very difficult because I can see how that could apply to, especially at a job, especially at my job now, where uh, somebody's I think especially when you see somebody's being taken advantage of, and you want to tell them to basically stand up for themselves, and you don't want to basically you don't want to insult them, but you want to give them something that'll help them. So I guess that is. And do you like the state where you live in? New York. I live in New York State, so yeah, I like New York for the most part. I always thought about maybe living in Hawaii, something like that, just so you can live on the beach or something like that. Or I wouldn't mind living in Vegas. But New York, I'm happy with New York. Like I said, I was born in New York and I've grown up in New York and I'm used to it. So, like, do you give money to charity? No, not well. Actually, I kind of do. I do give money to homeless people. Not a formal charity, I guess, but I do give money to to people, to homeless people. I see some. I give them money and stuff, and I do give handouts to them. So I guess that is charity. So, okay, so that's the end of your question, Vanessa. Thank you. And let me go to DJ Donnelly. He left off with question 67. So let's go to his questions here. And he has exactly, Jesus, he has 100 questions. So if I answer 67, let's see, if I answer 20, then that'll be like 87. So, yeah, I'm going to actually go to 88. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave off. I'll go from 67 to 88, his questions. Okay, DJ Donnelly, what song best describes your life? Gee, that's a good question. Oh, you know what? The Show Must Go On by Queen. I think that Show Must Go On. I love the lyrics to that song, Freddie Mercury. And that is basically a good song. My show must go on. Like, no matter what else happens, I get up, I go to work, do my work, come home, pay my bills, and go on and on. So, show must go on. Basically, life goes on. So that's a good song. Okay, what is your favorite type of pie? I love cherry pie. I remember when I was younger, I had a summer job. I used to eat cherry pie all the time for lunch. Oh, I used to love cherry pie. I don't eat it that much anymore. Okay, so cherry pie. Apple pie, for some reason, I can take it or leave it. It doesn't really do anything for me. Okay, do you like bananas? I love bananas. I haven't eaten a banana in a while, though. I really should eat bananas more. I do like bananas. I love bananas. I used to love bananas in my cereal as a kid. Cornflakes. Is it possible to have a conversation with someone without asking them a question during the conversation? Yeah, definitely possible by asking a question. Yeah. Because you could just be talking about life and stuff and talk about things that you do and stuff. So you can ask a conversation without asking them a question. Yeah, it's very possible. We do it all the time when we talk at work. Me and my friend, we talk about us, our daily lives and stuff, and we talk about our family and stuff. We do it without asking questions. So yeah, we just say things and we respond to that. But I think it's possible. When do you think flying cars will be invented? I think they can invent it right now because I think they can be. The technology is there. I think you have flying planes, you can invent flying cars. Okay. Spider-Man 4, could it happen? It's going to happen. They already signed up. I know, what's his name? I forgot the actor that was in Spider-Man. He signed up for 3 Spider-Man movies, and they already outlined, I think, 4. I read somewhere they outlined already 4 Spider-Men. So even if the guy who plays Spider-Man now doesn't want to do Part 4, they can hire somebody else to do Part 4. That's not a problem getting an actor to play Spider-Man. Okay, so who's your favorite Spider-Man villain and why? Oh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. I guess it has to be the Green Goblin. It's because he caused the greatest tragedy in Peter Parker's life, killing Gwen Stacy. And then plus, then you have you know, besides Norman Osborn being the Green Goblin, then you have his son Harry becoming the Green Goblin, and then of course then you have the Hobgoblin, which is kind of a byproduct of that. So that's why the Green Goblin is Spider-Man's, I guess, Joker to his Batman, I guess. Okay, what's the best comment you ever got on a video that you, what did it say and who wrote it? Oh, Jesus. Damn, that's a hard question. I got a lot of great comments from people, telling me thank you, and I'm trying to think. Oh, but you know what? I think it's from, I'll go with Absolute Sublime 1. Okay, I made a video when I first started, and I told him that he was the one that kind of inspired me to do videos, and he basically told me that he was honored to that I inspired him, and that really made me feel good. So and I do comment on his videos from time to time. And Jay, I like Jay's video. He has a nice casual style, and I can see why he has all the subs he has. Jay's besides the fantastic collection he has, he's nice and personable. Okay, and most of his videos I find entertaining. Okay, for the most part, he's very knowledgeable about movies, and he has so many great additions. And Jay's seems like a really cool guy. Okay, so that's why I guess that would be the best comment that I can think of off the top of my head. What's your favorite band? Oh, that's a good question too. Okay, when I was in the service, my favorite band, don't laugh, was Duran Duran. I absolutely love Duran Duran. I love their music. So I just absolutely love them. And then I guess later, Guns N' Roses really got to me. I loved Guns N' Roses. Oh, the music just. And then of course discovered Queen. But my favorite band at the moment, I don't really listen to music, popular music now, not like I used to. But I guess my all-time favorite band would have to be the Beatles. That would be my all-time favorite band. It has to be the Beatles. The music is just fantastic, all of it, from the beginning of them to their end. It's just fantastic music. What's the funniest video you have ever seen on YouTube? Jesus Christ, that's a great question. Funniest video. Oh my God. Okay, well, that's a good question, but I'm gonna go with one funny video. Jesus, that's a good question, but one funny video that I saw was Rose Ellen Dix. She's a fellow YouTuber from the UK, who I'm sub to. She's a very funny British lady, and she's in a relationship with another girl, which I can't think of her name. The other girl that's in her videos, it's always in her girlfriend that's in the video with her. And some girl wrote to her and basically told her that she would like to wrote a song for her, and actually performed it. And then she responded to it with her girlfriend sitting right there, and it made me laugh because she basically kept saying, "Thank you to the girl for writing me the song," and this is basically like embarrassing her girlfriend right in front of her. And it was so funny the way she did it. And Rose Ellen Dix is funny. You should check out her channel anyway. Rose Ellen Dix. She's a fellow YouTuber from the UK, and she's absolutely funny. She makes videos about all kinds of things with her, and her girlfriend's in the videos with her sometimes for the most of the moments and stuff. And that was just a funny video that she did. Okay, that's all I can think of right at the moment. I know there's probably funnier videos. I can't think of it right now. What's your favorite kind of animal and why? Okay, I love lions. Okay, I love watching the nature specials with lions, just because lions are the only cats that are sociable, that hang out together in prides. And of course, there's different. Of course, you have the male lions as a protector, and then you have the other lions. The females that breed, and then you have the cubs. And I like the way they go on hunts and stuff. So I love the nature special with the lions. So lions, I actually love them. That's the reason why I love to watch the lions nature special with lions all day long. Okay, and of course, in the lions, when they get of age, the male lions, they get kicked out. And of course, and then there's a new cycle and stuff. And when the old lions get dispersed, the new lions come in and kill it. And if any comes around, they kill them. And so the new sort of lionesses will start breeding earlier. I just love the whole family type thing for the lions. Okay, what's your favorite sea creature? That would be, I know if a polar bear would be a sea creature. Okay. I would say shark, but Yeah, I'm a little shark. I love sharks because they look awesome. Okay, and I can watch specials with sharks all day long. Okay, I don't think polar bears count as sea creatures. They swim occasionally, but I don't. You know. Okay, what are wedding dresses? Why are wedding dresses always white? Because they're supposed to symbolize purity, and white is, in our society, is supposed to denote purity. That's why. Do you like Nutella? I forgot what Nutella is, so I can't answer that without the top of my head. Okay. Do you think William Dafoe is a creepy actor? Yes, he's a creepy actor, and he's a good actor. Okay, he's very creepy, and he's a very good actor as well. Okay, if you could make a creepy or disturbing movie, what music would you use that hasn't already been done in a horror movie? Done before in a horror movie. Jesus, that's hard. I guess I would take some of the classic movies, classic music, like Beethoven's. I don't know if those movies has been Fifth Symphony, if that stuff been used in horror movies. I don't think it's been used in movies, but not as horror movies. Because those classical movies, they have they have such great grandeur in it, and to throw that in a horror movie would probably be fantastic. So I would say some kind of classical music, whether it's Tchaikovsky, Beethoven, Mozart, any of that music would probably be great in a horror movie. Okay, what's the longest conversation you ever had with a subscriber, and what was the conversation about, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I think the longest conversation I had was Robin176. We were just talking about, I think, a lot of different things about movies and stuff, and I think that's when when she had first subscribed to my channel, and we did like a back and forth. I think one Saturday we kept going back and forth, sending emails back and forth, talking about movies and stuff, and all kinds of stuff. Because I think she even came to America on a trip, and we were just talking back and forth. I think we had passed about 10 emails back and forth between each other in the space of like a couple of hours. It was just I think that was the longest conversation. Okay, what's your favorite name? Favorite name. I think Christopher. I think Christopher is my favorite name. What's your least favorite name? Uh, Bob. I don't like Bob. Bob's not a good name. Do you like Diet Coke? No, I don't like Coke at all. Coke is too sweet. I try to, for the most part, drink. Excuse me. Like 7-Up. Like, what do you call that? There's a name for that. Or Seagrams or something. I don't like the colas, like Pepsi and Diet Coke. It's too. Okay. Do you like the name Milo for a boy? No, Milo. No, that's not a good name for a boy. Milo. No, that's not a good name. Do you play online games? No, I don't. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to answer all his questions since it's 100. I'm going to answer all of them. Okay, why not? Okay, do you play online games? No. Do you like Google Plus? No. For obvious reasons. They keep changing YouTube, so no. Do you have an iPhone? Yes, I do. There it is right there. And I have my future wife there on here. Hold on for a minute. She's from, Jesus Christ, hold on. You can't see her because this thing closed, but she plays Rachel on Suits. That's my future wife. She don't know that yet, but she is. Do you have an iPad? No, I don't. I don't have no real desire to have one either, but I wouldn't mind if I got one. Somebody gave it to me for, hint, hint. Do you like eggs? Yes, I love eggs. I don't eat eggs all the time, but I'll eat an occasional omelet, like every Friday at my job. Go to the cafeteria and buy an omelet. Okay, what's your favorite movie from A to Z, and how would you rate each movie from the best to worst? What's your favorite movie from A to Z? That question I'm not going to answer because I would have to look that up. And maybe I'll save that for a future video. That's a good question. So I'll save that for that. And maybe because I got to sit down and write that out. It's just too complicated to do real fast. Who's your favorite female director and why? I'm trying to think female directors. I'm going to go with Catherine Bigelow because she's on Point Break, I think. She's done, of course, The Hurt Locker, which is great. And what else? She's done other movies, which I can't think off the top of my head. But, Jesus, I'm trying to... Jesus, hold on. I can't think of any... Let me, hold on. Let me just write her name down and I can think. Kathleen Bigelow. Kathleen Bigelow. Oh, director. Okay. There we go. Who was married to James? James. So let me see. Let's see. Yeah, Strange. Okay, okay. She did Zero Dark 32, of course, was another great movie. Hurt Locker, of course. I said Karen Cisco. She directed that. Okay. Homicide: Life on the Street. She directed that. Strange Days. I absolutely love that movie. Very underrated movie. Point Break, of course. She done Blue Steel, which is a real good, and Near Dark, which I absolutely love. Okay, so we'll go with Catherine Bigelow for that famous director. And let's see, who's your favorite male director and why? I'm gonna go with Christopher Nolan, just because I know a lot of people say that's cliche to say that, but he is a good director. Okay, and most of his projects have a certain intelligence to them. Okay, and I like his films. And I'm anxious to see what the space movie that's coming out November of this year. He's just all his he's a very intelligent filmmaker, and that's why I like him. Yeah. What it was like growing up in the 80s or the 90s? I like the music in the 80s and the 90s too. I like that. That was okay growing up in the 80s. It was okay, and I was anxious to grow up, I guess. And yeah, so that was good. I like growing up in the 80s. I got a lot of great movies that came out and stuff, and a lot of good music. So it was good. Who's your favorite singer? Hi, sorry about the quick edit there. What happened was I recorded the video, and then the last part of it, after this part, or the part before you see this, the sound went out. So when I try to upload it or render it, excuse me, it kept getting hung up on 2 minutes, for 15 minutes on 2 minutes. So rather than lose everything that I had before this, I decided to make a quick edit, and then I'll just answer the last few questions in this video and then splice it together. Okay, so you don't get confused because I was sitting at that angle before. Okay, the question is, who's your favorite singer? And I struggled with that. I was looking for it, but now that I thought about it, yeah, Michael Jackson. I just absolutely love his voice and his songs, everything about him. All the controversy aside, he was a great singer. So Michael Jackson, my favorite singer. Okay, what do you like better, white chocolate or dark chocolate? Well, I would like any chocolate, period, if I could eat it. I can't eat chocolate because I'll break out. But dark chocolate, I love. You know what I would love to eat? Graham crackers, those chocolate graham crackers. I remember eating those as a kid. Oh, those with a glass of milk. Oh, would be like heaven. And maybe one day I'll do that, even though I'll break out. Maybe I'll do that just to do it. Okay. Do you like hot dogs? Yep, I love hot dogs. But I don't eat them that much. Maybe once a week, maybe, or maybe every 2 weeks or so. Because there's a nice $3 spot that's around where my job and where I live at, Papaya King, which sells hot dogs. But I don't get hot dogs. I get grilled chicken mostly from there. I love grilled chicken for some reason. Grilled chicken it's like my favorite food, I think. That's my favorite food. I know people asked me that before. I think that's my favorite food. Anyway, what's your favorite type of soda? Sprite, which is Sprite, 7-Up, those. I forgot. There's a particular. It's called something because it's not cola. It's I forgot what it's called, but I like Sprite, like Seagram, stuff like that. 7-Up. Okay, so that's the questions. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. This will be 4 videos. What I'll do is I'll put all these 4 Q&A, excuse me, answer videos into a playlist, so that way if somebody wants to refer back to it, they can do that. And then maybe 6 months from now or so, I'll do another Q&A. Okay, and some people ask me all kinds of questions they want. Again, I want to say thank you for everybody that submitted questions to me. Thank you. I love it when people give me questions to answer and it makes me think. So thank you again. So anyway, feel free to leave comments, and thank you again for asking me the questions. And this is trepacer saying so long and take care.